Yo guys, Big V podcast here with our Division 2 women. As finals come close, we discuss some MVP candidates for the season as well as just for teams as well. Now, you look at the number one on the statistics page, it is Kyla Collins from Wallen, 26 points per game, 12 rebounds to go with 4 steals. Does turn the ball over a bit, but makes up with her assists. She is definitely the clear-cut MVP for this league and probably for the Wallen Panthers. You got Olivia Dalmau, who's possibly second, who's had some very, very good games herself, possibly stealing votes of Kyla Collins, but I mean, you still can't really take it away from her, can you?
No, you can't really go past almost 27 points and 13 rebounds a game. So Kyla Collins is an absolute star of our competition. Moving on to Surf Coast, Courtney Hollywood. She is a 3-point bomber. She's averaging just over 22 points a game and doesn't mind letting the ball fly, Ted.
No, 125 attempts from 3-point line.
That's a lot of shooting, and she had a huge game on the weekend with 30 points and 13 rebounds to go with a number of assists. So she can do it all, and for her team, very efficient from the free throw line, 83% too. So can't complain there. And then her teammates who could be stealing some votes here and there are Jess Scannell with 15 points and 11 rebounds on the season, and Kim Hammond, who's averaging just under 14 points and just over 12 rebounds a game. So they've sort of got a big three there, and they're struggling to get them all on the court at the same time at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Jackie Smith with just the 4 games who's averaged 20 points per game, but you can't really look past your born McAdolph for Coburg. 19 points per game to go with their 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Siobhan has been in the league for a while. She was, I think she was a All-Star 5 winner last year. Don't quote me on that, but she was very, very dominant. Someone just continues to just play consistent basketball. Very, very good for her.
Yeah. She's been a really good player in the league for quite some time, and she's having a really good year. Probably started off the year a little bit inefficient with her scoring, but has really turned that around. And funnily enough, Coburg's getting a significantly amount of more wins as well as more competitive games.
Yeah, absolutely. Collingwood, you're probably keeping it pretty safe with Anya Rhodesia, her 17 points per game to go with 8 rebounds, 2.75 steals, 3.5 assists. You can't really look past her. Just the 12 games, but I mean, there's no one that's really dominating like she does. You got Frances Shell, Lexi McKay, Olivia De Silvia, who are averaging just plus of 10 points per game, and they're all adding pieces here and there as well with their rebounds and shot selection. But I mean, it is Rhodesia.
Yeah, no going past Rhodesia there. Gippsland United's an interesting one because they got so much talent, but I think the most consistent of the year is Mackenzie Miller, who also is averaging 17 points, which is 5 points more than anybody else. But she also is probably their strongest rebounder with 9.87 rebounds as well. But you sort of look at that list of next possible options, and you've got those who are averaging 12 points a game: Emily Schultz, Alana Arneson, Lauren Tuplin, all averaging 12 points a game. And they've had some huge games along the way, as is Joanna Watson and Chloe Hogg.
Yeah, absolutely. Chloe Hogg, you'd probably think would have had a little bit better season. She was pretty good last year, quite not what we expected this year. But moving on, we are RMIT now, a team that hasn't had the most successful season, so you wouldn't see as many votes come up next to some of these girls' names. But Jasmine Host, after her 11 games, 15 points per game, 8 rebounds, is probably RMIT's number one MVP winner here.
Yeah, nothing much else to see here. I think Jasmine Host has been their strongest player all year, and she has had some absolute cracker games, including leading them to the upset win a couple of weeks ago.
Absolutely. Blackburn to round it out here. Interesting because they got quite a few players 10 plus points per game. Isabel Nolan with the 12.7 points per game to go with a double-double average of 10 rebounds. Steals the ball every now and then, can shoot pretty well, gets a line when she can, and is quite efficient, just shy of 50% there. But you got Samantha Zenario, Katie Peterson, Rebecca Cunningham, all players that are averaging those 10 points per game. So when they are winning games, they're probably stealing votes from each other.
Yeah, they spread the load, Blackburn, which is what a big part of why they're making their push up the ladder at the right end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, that'll be all for us today, guys. Keep a lock, Big V, as the finals gets very, very close.